know how I was gonna do this video, but hello, I am Tim, and in this video, I just want to let you guys know that this is a very personal video. This is a very me talking with you guys, me letting you guys know, and me explaining situations to you guys. But without further ado, I genuinely want to ask you guys a question. For all of you watching the video, this is mainly directed towards high schoolers. Mainly. This can be directed to anyone in school right now, or even in business life. But this first question I want to ask you guys, if you guys are in school, is do you have homework? Because if you're watching this video and you guys have homework, I genuinely want to ask you to just turn off your phone. And what I mean by that is turn off your phone and do your homework. And I don't mean like, okay, maybe I can just hit the power button real quick, listen to music, and vibe while I do my work. No. I mean, turn off all music, turn off all electronics, turn off all of it, and do your homework. And some of you may say, well, my homework's online, my homework's online, or I have this and this and this to do. I'm very busy. I understand that. But if you have time to sit there and be on your phone and text people, call your friends, you have even more time to do your work, do your homework. No, I don't want to sound like someone who's nagging people or who's sitting there genuinely like, oh, you should do your homework. It's bad for you not to do your homework. None of that. I'm a high schooler. I'm a senior in high school, actually. And I have procrastinated so much to where I don't know if even I'm going to graduate because I put my work so far behind myself that I don't know anymore. I have 3 classes to make up right now. And quite frankly, if I don't make them up now, I'm not going to graduate. That's how much I procrastinate them. I'm telling you this right now. If you have homework, do it. Don't do anything else. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't sit there and be like, okay, I'm going to do it later, or I have time. I always have time to do this, or when I get home, I'm going to do this. Like, no. How about you just do it now when you got the time? Don't procrastinate. Don't wait. Just do it. Because me, I've said that same excuse countless times again. This excuse never gets old. No matter how many times I say it. I never do it. I can say, okay, I'm going to do this when I get home. And what I do? I get on the game. Or I can say, oh, I'm going to do this later. And then never do it. For the life of me, when I say turn off the phone, turn off the electronics, I don't mean listen to music and all that, because all it takes is one text message or one phone call from your guys or from your girlfriends, where it goes, hey, what you doing? And then you got into all that talk. Or your guys would be like, what you doing? Oh, I'm doing homework. Are you trying to hop on the game? Nah. Or you'd be like, nah, I got homework. And then they'll try and convince you, oh, well, this new update came out for such and such, or this new game came out, you should play it with us. And then you get talked into playing the game. Instead of just saying, no, I want to do my work, or I got to do my schoolwork. This happens to me all the time. Happens to me all the time, and it still does. Don't, and I'm not saying that this happens to everyone. If you're someone who does your work, you're doing fine in school, great. Or maybe even graduated, great. Then this video isn't for you. But if you know someone that is genuinely struggling in school, or they just don't have the passion to do school, or they're just like, I don't really care, send this video to them. I'm genuinely being serious here. Send this video to them. Because, quite frankly, I wish like hell. I would have taken my high school year seriously back in ninth grade. I literally didn't start thinking seriously about my high school until it's almost too late. We are in the second quarter of my senior year in high school, and quite frankly, I wish, like hell, I would have taken it seriously. But right now, I'm here to sit down. I'm here to tell you that number two, if you don't have homework, great, that's fine. But this is mainly specifically for high schoolers because elementary school students or even middle school students don't have to deal with this. But for high school students, what I want you to do is if you have Power School, if you have some way to check your grades or your graduation progress report, go do that. And make sure, I want you to look at yourself and tell me, are you missing any classes or do you have all the required credits to graduate or are you on track to graduate? And I know some of you maybe, even if like, I know some of you may say, yeah, I do. Or if you don't, you may tell yourself, oh, well, who cares? I'm going to still graduate. That's not how school works. Some schools you need 21 credits. Some schools you need 24. Some schools you may need 22. Who knows? But if you are missing a class, or if you need ingenuity, or you need whatever you do, you need remediation, you need to do anything like that to make up those classes, go talk with your school's guidance counselor. Please. Trust me when I say that those people are there to help you. Even if your teachers don't tell you that you have these classes to make up, or even if no one told you. If you go to a progress report, the progress report will never lie to you. Your guidance counselors will never lie to you. They'll look at you straight in the face and tell you, you won't graduate until you do these classes. That was the first time it sunk into me and the realization smacked me in the face. I'm not going to graduate. Because after I sat down with the guidance counselor in the office, and she looked at me dead in the face with an ice cold stare and said, Tim, you're not going to graduate unless you do these classes. I felt like I was finna cry. Because I was sitting here thinking I was hot shit this whole time. Like, oh, well, I got this, or I can do this later, or it's not going to affect me in the long run. I'll be fine. Trust me when I say those words definitely came back to haunt me. And if you're in your 9th, 10th grade, or maybe even 11th grade year, you still have hope. Don't put things off until later and try and do it all at one moment. Trust me, you're gonna regret it. Do it. Or how about this? Work hard to where you don't have to make up classes. Work hard to where you don't have to go back later in a later date and do this stuff. Because this is not fun. School is a place where you go to learn, you go to have fun. But if you don't do your work, if you constantly skip school, if you just come to school and don't do any work, if you procrastinate and put everything off, or you want to go out and hang out with your friends, play the game, nothing is more important than your education. Even me doing YouTube, I put off literally some of my schoolwork to do YouTube. And yeah, I grew a couple thousand subscribers. But it put me behind, and I'm making up classes because of it. Was it worth it in the long run? No, not really. Because truth be told, I feel like I'm still getting the same viewership as when I had 72 subscribers. Now that I have 2,000. So, quite frankly, I don't like it. I don't like myself for putting off all that stuff.
Y'all seen y'all mom's
I don't like myself for doing all that
glue thing?
to
Glue gun.
push everything away. And quite frankly, I just really wish that I personally would go back in time and tell myself, just slap myself across the face and be like, you need to do your work. I know I'm probably rambling on. I know I'm probably just saying stuff out of the blue. But truthfully, to wrap up this, I genuinely want to say, if you know anyone that's struggling with any work, if you know someone that doesn't have the passion to go to school or just doesn't care, or just like, I don't want to do this right now, I can do it later, send this video to them. Shoot this out to everyone. Get this out there. Because I genuinely want people to know that high school is not fun and games. When I tell you high school, the only person that's going to have your back is the guidance counselor, is your school's counselor, is the person that's going to give you the most realist and truthful answer about whether you're going to graduate or not. They're not going to lie to you. They're not going to sugarcoat it to you. They're going to tell you face first whether you're going to graduate, whether you're on progress to graduate, or if you're not. And they don't care if they slap 7 classes in front of you and say you have to do all this in order to graduate because you didn't do it before in previous years. They don't care. Because you know what? They already, mind you, your teachers don't care either. Your teachers don't care because they already graduated. They're just here. Some of your teachers don't care. They're just here to teach you what you need to know. And then that's it. They don't care about what you do in your spare time. They don't care if you go home and don't do any of the work because it doesn't affect them. They don't care if they just slap an F in Power School or in the grade book. They don't care because it doesn't affect them. At the end of the day, they're still getting paid. Regardless if you get an F or not, they're still getting paid. So, and mind you, some teachers do care, but not all of them do. That guidance counselor is going to be your saving grace when it comes to all your work. So, for the love of God, please don't get behind on your work. Do your work, because at the end of the day, you're only hurting yourself. You're not hurting anyone else. And I wish that this reality would have sunk into me back when I was in 9th grade. Back when I thought it was all shits and giggles. Hopefully this video truly helped you guys. Hopefully I wasn't rambling on. And hopefully I get to help people from this movement. Hopefully I get to help people from this video. Not movement, this video. I don't want to start a movement with this. I don't want to go anywhere with this. This is just me sitting down and telling you guys that with this video, I'm officially announcing that I'm taking a break from YouTube. And what I mean by that is I may find time to, I'm not going to upload any videos. I may find time for nothing. Because those 3 classes I was telling you that I have to make up, I'm so serious when I say if I don't make up those classes, I won't graduate. Literally, when I get finished recording this, I'm going back to doing those classes. I literally had a video pre-recorded, was finna edit it, but then I realized I need to do these classes before I can even focus on YouTube. Because if I do those classes, I can focus on YouTube full time. YouTube can be considered my job. If I stream, get paid for this, and all that. Because truth be told, I want to do this for a living. I want to get paid. I want to do this. I want to have a community that I can share my beliefs with, my reality with, my life with. But I can't do that if I can't make it through the final the one biggest hurdle of my life, which is high school. So, last thing I'm going to say to you guys. Don't do all those drugs and stuff. Stay in school. Because truth be told, I don't care who you are. You can get A's and B's and get scholarships. I don't care who you are. Just work hard, do your work, don't get behind, and anyone can get A's and B's and get scholarships. It's that simple. Hopefully this video helped you guys. And I'm going to be taking at least a month break from YouTube. So don't be expecting any videos for a while. I may find time to stream here and there if I'm lucky. But that'll be at twitch.tv/ICStorm4 or link in the description. But with all that said, hopefully this video did help you guys. I want you guys to share this video with any friends, family members that you may know that may be struggling in school or just don't have the motivation to do anything or puts work off and procrastinates. Send this video to them. Because trust me when I tell you, your parents talking to you, and then someone in your class and your age saying the same thing to you is two different things. You may look at your parents and be like, okay, I got this, I can do this. But when your classmate tells you, or when the guidance counselor tells you, it genuinely sinks in and you realize that everything they're saying is true. So listen to your parents. If they tell you that you're not graduating, then you're not graduating. Because your parents aren't going to lie to you. Unless you have just really terrible parents. And lastly but not least, always, and I mean always, put schoolwork before anything else. If you have to quit your job because it's interfering with your schoolwork, no one's going to blame you for that. No one. If your parents try to hold that against you, then your parents are just stupid. I'm saying that right there. Your parents are just stupid if they're holding you accountable because you had to quit your job because it's affecting your schoolwork. Then your parents are just stupid. Stay in school, get your grades up, and don't be like me who has to remediate and do classes in their senior year. Because truth be told, if I work hard and I do this, I can get it done. But should I be doing this in the first place? Hell no. With all that being said, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Share this video with anyone that you think deserves to hear this. I just wanted to get my word out there and actually show you guys that this world is a lot bigger than what some people think it is. And life waits for no one. Stay safe, everyone. Peace out. And remember, stay icy. I'll see you guys later. Be safe out there, kids.